I basically made a video using AI. I made several videos already, but I'm gonna try this AI thing real quick. Show you how the film industry is about to change forever. This will revolutionize, and I hate when people say revolutionize because that's not really revolutionary. Your little things that you're trying to sell are not revolutionizing the film industry. All right, it's small steps. It's not revolutionary yet. Anyways, check out the video.
What if I told you that the next breakthrough in filmmaking isn't a better lens, a faster sensor, or a higher resolution? It's intelligence. The kind that doesn't just capture a moment, but understands it. The kind of system that knows where you are, how far you've moved, and what kind of shot you're trying to get without you ever having to touch the camera. For over a century, filmmaking has relied on a team, a director, a cinematographer, a focus puller, a camera operator, a sound engineer, and while gear has gotten smaller and software smarter, the core dependency hasn't changed. You still need people behind the scenes to run the show. But that's about to change. GPS, UWB, IMU, LiDAR, these aren't just buzzwords. They're the silent signals powering every drone that follows a moving target, every smartwatch that tracks your exact movement, every AirTag that finds your keys under a couch. These technologies, when combined, hold the key to unlocking something entirely new. A camera system that knows. Now imagine this. A small wearable beacon, discreet like a log clipped to your shirt, sewn into your costume, or tucked beneath a jersey. That beacon constantly sends out location and motion data: where you are, how far you've moved, how fast you're going, even which way you're facing. That data is received by a smart camera system mounted on a tripod or gimbal. The camera doesn't guess. It doesn't rely on facial recognition or subject tracking. It has your position locked in, down to the centimeter. This isn't just tracking, it's intentional framing. You're not just in the shot, you are the shot. Whether you're 3 feet away or 50 yards downfield, the camera knows exactly how to frame you for a wide shot, a close-up, or a dramatic push-in. And it doesn't just frame you, it focuses, pans, tilts, and zooms all automatically. The thing is, none of this is science fiction. Every part of this idea already exists, just not in the same place. The drone industry uses UWB and GPS to follow targets. Filmmakers use motorized lenses for remote focus and zoom. Voice assistants like Siri and Alexa already respond to natural language commands. So what happens when you connect all those dots? What happens when the camera knows not only where you are, but who you are in the scene? What happens when it understands your role, not just your location? You get a system that doesn't just follow, it directs. And that's what this film is about. Not a product, not a pitch, a wake-up call, a challenge to rethink how we approach storytelling in a world where artificial intelligence, spatial data, and creative freedom finally collide. This is the beginning of a conversation and possibly the end of the traditional film crew as we know it.
So how does this system actually work? Let's break it down not as a fantasy, but as a framework for what's possible today. First, it starts with a wearable device, small, lightweight, discreet. Something you could pin to your shirt, embed into shoulder pads, clip onto a collar, or wear like a necklace tucked under your wardrobe. This device isn't just a microphone, it's a beacon. It constantly sends out live, wireless signals containing your location, direction, and velocity. Technologies like UWB ultra-wideband, GPS, IMU inertial measurement unit, and LiDAR make this level of precision not only possible but affordable. We're talking about centimeter-level accuracy. Whether you're standing still, pacing across a stage, or running a post route on a football field, the beacon knows where you are. And more importantly, the camera system does too. Now imagine that camera system. Not just a camera on a tripod, but a complete unit. A smart gimbal that moves fluidly, a lens capable of zoom and focus adjustments, and a brain and app. A processor, something running AI logic that turns numbers into motion. The camera doesn't just face the subject. It tracks them, frames them, adjusts to them. It understands I need a cowboy shot, and it calculates the distance, field of view, and zoom level needed to get the knees to eyes composition even as the actor moves. You don't need a focus puller anymore. The beacon has already told the system this subject is 21 feet away. The camera adjusts aperture, focus distance, and framing accordingly. If you're shooting at FE 1.4 and you step 2 feet closer, the system knows adjust focus. No guessing. No missing the moment. And if you're not recording yet, you could just say it, record, or give me a wide shot. The system listens, it responds, and it locks into the shot type you've pre-selected via the app: close-up, mid, wide, tracking left, tracking back. It's not just a camera, it's a director's assistant in hardware form. Let's say you're working with multiple actors. Each wears a beacon. Each one is uniquely identified. Camera tracks actor 1 in close-up. Camera B holds a wide on the group. Camera C is programmed to always reframe to whoever is speaking based on live mic input. You import your script into the system. It knows who's supposed to speak when, and when someone goes off script, no problem. The mic detects live audio input, and the system switches focus to the right performer in real time. This is where the traditional idea of manual cinematography begins to fade. The shot types wide, cowboy, over the shoulder could all be algorithmically defined, programmable, executable. You create a shot protocol that maps the storytelling language to numbers, to logic, to action. We're standing at a crossroads in creative technology, and most people don't even realize it. Cameras today are smarter than ever, but they still require human input to function at a professional level. Autofocus, face tracking, AI scene detection, it's all useful, but it's still reactive. It still relies on visible subjects and visual line of sight. But what if the camera didn't need to see you? What if it simply knew where you were? What if it didn't try to guess what to focus on but was told exactly what and where to lock into through absolute spatial data? That's what this system represents. And the frustrating truth: the pieces already exist. The drones know where you are. The gimbals can follow you. The lenses can zoom and focus. The lav mix can pick up your voice and sync with apps. Siri and Alexa can understand commands. Apple's iPhones already have LiDAR and ultra-wideband chips built in. So why hasn't anyone connected the dots? Why isn't this already a feature in your camera app or your production workflow? The answer isn't that the technology isn't ready. It's that the mindset isn't. We've accepted the idea that filmmaking requires a crew, that capturing a story means hiring people to do what machines can now do faster, more accurately, and with fewer mistakes. But that mindset is outdated. In 2025, we shouldn't need a camera operator to pull focus on a solo actor walking toward the lens. We shouldn't have to rely on manual framing when the shot type could be pre-programmed. We shouldn't be sensing audio and post using outdated timecode systems when real-time location and audio ID can line everything up automatically. Timecode? That's a leftover from the tape era. What we need now is something better, smarter. A sync system based on position, voice, and actor ID, not just frame accuracy. Scene intelligence. This is where AI enters the conversation, not to take over creativity, but to remove the friction between imagination and execution. If I can think of a shot, I should be able to create it on my own. If I want a slow push-in during a dramatic monologue, I should be able to call that shot with my voice. If I want to move from wide to close-up during an emotional turn, the system should already know when and how to do it. It should know my blocking, my distance from the lens, and even the emotion in my performance. This doesn't replace artists. It empowers them. It frees them from technical distractions. It gives solo creators the tools of a full-scale production without needing a crew. It lets a kid with a story and a phone shoot a movie with framing, pacing, and focus worthy of the big screen. So here's my message to camera companies, to software developers, to platform builders. Stop thinking small. Stop adding features and start thinking in systems. Start connecting what already exists. GPS, IMU, UWB, voice control, script logic, focus motors, gimbals, microphones, apps. Let's build the bridge without overpricing the inevitable.
Gimbals. Maybe that AI video might have been a little bit too much. I don't know. Dude, am I tripping? Did that make sense? I just feel like distance data is going to revolutionize the film industry, and it's not necessarily going to be something that's going to be welcomed by everybody. Obviously, you're going to have a lot of traditionalists that are going to hate it. I have my reasons of coming up with this idea. And one of the big reasons, and I explained this before in another video, but one of the big reasons why I really want this, selfishly for myself, is because I find myself just wanting to be cinematic. I'm constantly behind the camera. I'm always filming my kids, right? I got so much footage of my kids. It's crazy. From a red Komodo to a little $50 camera, just anything that I could record my kids with, I recorded it, right? And all of it was fun. But I'm just like the cameraman the entire time, which was fine with me, right? Until it wasn't. I miss out moments because I'm trying to create a dope angle, or I can't be in two places at once. Sometimes I want to be in the moment, but I want to capture the moment so we can remember the moment. And then hiring some random guy to come film my family, that's not gonna work. So there is a why. I feel like it should be optional. I'm not saying that filming with a crew is the only way to do it. Collaborating with people should always be a thing, right? All I'm saying is that it should be optional. Anyways, I'm out.